Dinosaurs are dragons. As a creationist, I do not believe in the theory of evolution. The theory requires millions of years for animals to evolve, and it claims that dinosaurs were creatures that existed hundreds of millions of years ago. Dinosaurs are actually exactly the same creatures that we know as dragons. It was only in the 19th century that the word dinosaur was invented to explain the fossils of dragons that were being found. Almost every culture in the world has stories of dragons. Some countries even have them on their flags. However, we are led to believe that dragons never existed. Instead of trying to examine the history of dragons all over the world, I will just look at their history in my local area. Specifically, I will look at the County of Somerset in England, which has a wyvern, a two-legged dragon, on its coat of arms. We're still fascinated with dragons. I recently walked around Taunton, the county town of Somerset, and took random pictures of dragon or dinosaur-related things as I was walking around. They actually had a carving of a dragon in one of the shopping streets in Taunton that I've taken a picture of here. I went into the bookshop and there were various board games on sale. There's a Monopoly here based on Dungeons and Dragons, and there's something about a lizard wizard. I also looked in a shop window and saw this poster for the Taunton Dragon Trail, where you can follow a trail around Taunton using your phone and scan dragon posters in shop windows. I found this in a shop, a dinosaur puzzle. There's loads of dinosaur related things around. So that was just a sample. Somerset at one time was famous for its dragons. I've just listed 10 places in Somerset that have dragon legends. I got this off a website called Here Be Dragons. 10 towns in Somerset that all have dragon legends. You can go on the website and find this list as well. And if you want to research them and look them up, you can. There's an interesting church called the Church of St Mary Virgin at East Stoke-sub-Hamden in Somerset. This carving dates from the 12th century and is a picture of somebody killing a dragon. It's not actually apparently St George because the carving's too early for that, and it's not the Archangel Michael because he's always depicted with wings. So there's a picture, one of the earliest representations in the country, of a man slaying a dragon. You have to ask yourself, where did this idea of dragons being killed come from? In fact, the churches of Somerset are littered with carvings of dragons in the stonework and also on the pews. So Somerset has always had a connection with dragons. Interestingly, it has also been an outstanding area for dinosaur fossils, particularly those known as sea dragons. The point I'm making is that there are a lot of dragon stories in Somerset because there were a lot of dinosaurs in Somerset. This brings us to the story of Blue Ben. The legend is that a dragon used to live at Kilve on the north coast of Somerset. There are many versions of the legend, but basically the story is that this fire-breathing dragon lived in caves and built a causeway across the mudflats to the sea so that he could cool off. Unfortunately, Blue Ben was chosen by the devil as his steed. Blue Ben did not enjoy this role, and in his desperation to escape back to his cave, he became stuck in the mud and drowned. The interesting point is that this legend came from an area well known for fossils. A fossilized skull of an ichthyosaur was discovered in the area, and many fossils of both ichthyosaurs and pliosaurs, known as sea dragons, have been found in Somerset. So we have an area both rich in dragon legends and dinosaur fossils. To me, there is a clear connection between the two. In my mind, the villagers of Kilve saw a sea dragon, or ichthyosaur, dead in the mud, and the legend grew around it. There are many accounts of dragon sightings in medieval times, and they were included in medieval bestiaries along with other animals that we are more familiar with today. I'll continue in part 2 to look at more evidence of dragons in Somerset. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting, you can find more information at prophecy-workshop.com.